What is time? What is this thing that goes on without pause? If it did not past, then where could it have been? It must have been somewhere. It has passed. So where is it now? It must be somewhere. Where did it come from? Where did it go?
It feels so good. It feels so good. Hi beautiful people, and welcome to my channel if you are brand spanking new. My name is Brittany. I am super excited to make this video today. I have noticed that my most popular video has been my 7 monthly practices that I do that kind of help me stay moving with intention in my life. And this morning as I got done doing my new monthly mantra, I was like, I should make another little video, maybe make this like a monthly thing, just sharing with you guys a little bit about where I source my inspiration from and the way that I really utilize these practices in order to truly keep me checking in with myself and continue moving with intention in my life. So if this is something that interests you, please keep watching. So for maybe the past 6 months or so, I've been really adapting more and more practices into my life, seeing what works for me. It's been really a great process. One of the things that I love so much that helps me continue checking in is my mantra board. I have this chalkboard that I write a little monthly mantra from. So here's what a mantra is if you don't use mantra in your day-to-day life. A mantra is something, a little parable or a phrase or a quote that you can think of, and it gives you a little source of inspiration. Maybe there's some really hardship that you're going through, just whatever kind of work that you're trying to accomplish in your life. That's a great mantra. So the way that I source my mantras is by tuning my awareness each and every day and really just observing what's going on around me and allowing myself to really be open to receive the things that people are telling me, advice that I'm getting from friends, and music that I happen to stumble upon. Music has been one of the key pivotal pieces of this transformative growth for me, and music is something that's so important to people and is so inspirational and always has been. Music has the ability to take us back to a place in time where we are experiencing something super powerful, and it just has such a cool way of bringing us right back to specific times in our lives. It's cool because I think as I've been on this transformative path, each and every month I'm literally discovering these pivotal conscious artists that have the most relevant lyrics to the things that I'm going through in my life. And this month I stumbled across Nahko and Medicine for the People via Chelsea Chorus's Instagram. She posted this really beautiful like yoga dance on her Instagram, and this was the song that was playing in the background. So I had it on repeat for days and days, and this mantra just stuck with me, and I've been thinking about it so much that after this full moon in Libra that just passed, I was like, this is the next thing that I need to focus on. So let me show you my little mantra board, and I'll kind of go through the process of how to use this. So I have it set up right now just in my sunroom, and the lyric is,
you knew what you were for and how you became so informed. Bodies of info performing such miracles. I am a miracle made up of particles.
like, even if the song and the lyric doesn't resonate with you, like, that's totally fine. And I'm not necessarily trying to show you like, this is something that's gonna help you. What I'm trying to do is share the practices that really help me, because the only way that we're able to grow and transform is by looking into our own lives, not by comparing our story to another person's story and saying, ooh, that works for her. I'm gonna try doing that and see if it works for me too. Like maybe that will work for you, but maybe you need some completely different direction as far as your healing and growth, depending on where your story has come from, because each of us is completely different. So I really just wanted to get on today and share another little tidbit. For me, that mantra speaks so much to me because at this time in my life, I am only just coming to trust my own creative processes, and I wrote about it on my Instagram earlier this week. If you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to check me out. And what I really love doing on that is just being so blatant and vulnerable with my internal processes and sharing things as they occur as little epiphanies to me. Growing up, when I would overhear people talking about how creative they were, it triggered something inside of me that it really made them seem like they were gloating, and it made them seem just so like up their own ass. And I never wanted to be perceived in that way, so I really shied away from considering myself as creative. A lot of you might be able to resonate with this feeling because I feel like there are people that consider themselves creative, and then there are other people that are adamant about the fact that they aren't creative people, which I think is so funny because when you sit and really think about that statement, it's like, okay, where do you choose to put your energy? Do you regularly practice creating things? Because if you don't think that you're creative, you're probably not doing a lot of creative things. Therefore, it's a cyclical pattern, and so long as you keep telling yourself that you're not creative, you're never going to get to a place where you feel good about creating something because you don't think that it's as good as something that someone else could make. Which is so funny. It's like such a non-productive way of thinking. And it's another really, really great example of how we create our own realities. The things that we tell ourselves is our reality. If we tell ourselves every day you're not creative because it's not a good outlet for you, then it's always gonna be that way. It's only until you like make it okay that maybe you're not gonna be the best at it, but it still makes you feel good and therefore you should be doing it. And then it's able to grow and flourish into other things that maybe surprise you sometimes and maybe take you a little bit aback, like, oh wow, I created this. It came out of me. It didn't exist before, but now it does. And this mantra is exactly encapsulating that idea for me. If you knew what you were here for, if you knew what you were placed here on this earth for, if you knew and were able to discover what your innate gifts are that no one else but you were born with, if you knew what you were for, what you are coming to give to the world, the way that you're coming to serve this place in this crazy life that we don't even know what it's about. We don't even know what's supposed to be happening as we're like alive here, because I personally do not think that we are just here to work and have a job and make a family and, you know, all of these kind of social constructs. I believe that all of us are brought here to elevate consciousness and to come together and take care of this planet and experience what it's like to live in harmony and finding love and balance and peace. So if you knew what you were here for and how you became so informed, all the music that I listened to and the practices that helped me to get to this place, because naturally I would not be in this place, performing such miracles. I am a miracle. And this is a really big thing for me to be able to say with any kind of conviction, because only in these past few weeks have I been able to really, really come from this place that's not tormenting myself with negative thought processes and judgment and you can't do that, who do you think you are? Does that make sense? This is kind of weird. This is kind of weird stuff. If you're watching this right now, how do you feel about the things that I'm saying? It feels like, does it make sense to you? Does it not make sense? I haven't really seen YouTube channels that are talking about the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, internal processes and personal growth on a very, very micro level. That's just really diving into the roots and the underbelly of growth and what growth looks like and what growth feels like. Feels so good. It feels so good. Thank you so much for being interested in things like this, because I know it can take a lot of energy to be able to sit and think about stuff like this and expand your mind and really, really think about these things that a lot of us go our entire lives without ever giving a moment of attention. So thank you so much for joining me today. If anything that I said in this video resonated with you, please be sure to give me a little like down here in the corner. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And I'll go ahead and link all of my social media and my blog website in the description box down below. I'm also going to link a lot of the music that really, really inspires me. I would love to do a future video on a lot of the conscious music that's kind of shifted a lot of my transformative growth. If you have comments, questions, ideas, episode ideas, anything whatsoever, please, I really want to know about it. I want to be connecting with you guys more. I love you guys so, so much. Thanks so much for being on this journey with me. Namaste.